me, Jolly Ollie, or Jean as you may know. You may be wondering, where is Ruby VR? Well, it's not it's not gonna happen anymore at this time right now. It is because of most of the cast getting old of Ruby or them not wanting to do more Ruby stuff. Like, we were in the middle of pre production related to the new office or our new room that was given to us by Tina. You know, the one in the video where we encountered Karubi's crew, or if you came from Karubi, their Meet the Cast episode. That was going to be like R1, but around that time, everybody grew old of the whole thing of like Ruby. They weren't done of doing skits. We were planning on doing more projects related to VR chat and probably a Brit series, but around this time or around the time we stopped. Most of the cast members just didn't want to do it. I understood, and I could do the thing of why not replace the voice actors? Why not get new ones? Why not replace them? I could do that. I just I don't want to do that though. I don't want to get rid of the old voice cast. It wasn't Ruby VR without the voice cast because I don't see it as the show we want it to be. Without the original voice cast, it wouldn't be the same. I wouldn't see it as what I love the show to be. Like the whole entire show was just a bunch of idiots on VR chat fucking around with ideas. Like we had multiple ideas we were going to do, but then it just stopped. You guys have been left with no context, but I believe you would understand that no one was doing this anymore. But to give you some context on like why though, we just stopped because just we grew old. No one wanted to do it. Just nobody liked Ruby anymore. They just grew old. One of the other actors just didn't want to be a character anymore. Like they just wanted to be not them anymore. I understand. Just mostly everybody has not been around like doing Ruby and that related stuff. Like to be honest, I wanted to get more actors in here to show you guys all the other characters we're gonna bring in. Like we're gonna get my friend Alice into here as Raven because we were gonna have an episode related to Yang and Raven because it was based off like a comic they saw or something, but I didn't get around time to doing that because I was much focused on Meet the Cast episode and everything, so we could get that done. But we didn't have enough time, and then everything happened. Like you did see the other videos I've done of a Brit series tests and stuff that never panned out, and you saw the newer videos and stuff, and then that. But right now, I just want to say this is the end of Ruby VR, but maybe not for long. Maybe we'll come back at some point. I don't know when. I don't know how, but we could. But I'm just saying this is the end of Ruby VR for now. As I love this show. I love doing stuff. Like all this shit was improvised and everything. I just love doing the shorts. I love doing the skits. I loved how much fun we had. Like the ideas we came up in the middle of conversations and times we had when we're not shooting. But I want to but I also want to say thank you to everybody that helped and all the cast members that were along, all the guest actors we had, everyone that we had along. Like it was like mostly a fan show. It was like mostly a non-profit one, as you could see. I mostly did all the editing, my crappy editing. I'm sorry about that. I'm not talented or good at editing. I'm not like pro level of editing. I just did it. I slapped a couple clips in there, put music in the background, try to do something wacky in the fourth episode, and then everyone around and stuff and that. But I want to thank you to everyone that helped and you guys out there that were watching the show when it was still going on. Every week we were planning on doing like an episode per week, and it turned into 2 weeks, and then it stopped. Like we were working on a other video which was going to be a recreation of a scene from an episode, but around the time we were shooting, we kind of just stopped doing it. We were gonna rip it off, we were gonna like parody it or something, but we just didn't do that either. Multiple camera angles and stuff, but we stopped. But I want to thank you, everyone, for being around, helping out with the show, being thankful, being supportive. I want to say thanks for being with us from the RWBY VR team and all the RWBY fans out there. Stay good, people.